Today, I want to share with you a few things about my podcast. Yes, I'm going to do a podcast, and the goal is to start it on October 31st. Why? Because that is my 79th birthday. And on that day, it's Halloween. So that will be the gift to me. Actually, a few days ago, I started telling myself age is just a number. That way, I'll probably feel a little bit younger. When I started looking into doing a podcast, I thought it was very simple. But then I was amazed of the degree of difficulty that it has. Maybe it's only me because of all the technology. And this is technology that I've never mastered before. This regarding the podcast. But I decided that the best thing to do was to ask for help. I even bought a book. I got more confused. But as I consulted more in the internet and with some friends, I was able to understand it better. I think now I'm about oh 60 to 70%, I would say, of the information, of the knowledge that I need. I will continue, and I'm sure, at least that's what I think, I'll be able to get there where I want to get on October 31st. The podcast is going to be about inspiration. I'll tell inspirational stories with a message, and I will have some guests as well that will help me with whatever I'm doing and on specific subjects. One of the first things that I did to start doing this was after I understood more or less what I needed to do was to do a list of the items that I needed to do. And yesterday I decided to select a name. Well, it wasn't simple to do it. So I came up with 20 names. It took me a while to get the 20 names, but I finally, by the end of the day, had 20 names. And so I selected 10 of those names and I sent an email to my different friends to help me with the selection process. When I was doing that, my computer crashed. I had to call Microsoft, and they were very kind. They helped me, but I wasn't able to really fix it until this morning. I sent my email requesting their help, and they're getting back to me with a suggestion on the name. Hopefully, they will pick a good name of the list that I have selected. I even asked them to suggest any other names that they might have. And we'll see. If a good name comes along, then I'll send it again to the different people and see what they think about it. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling to get there. And the reason I'm telling you this is because many times we take things for granted. And we think that it's going to be easy. But whenever there is media and technology and people involved, then there could be a catastrophe. And that's what we need to do to take care of that, to be very careful about that, to be aware that there could be problems. And we need to foretell them. before we start something. I'm hoping that everything will go fine and I'll be able to start on October 31st as I'm planning. As soon as I have the name worked out based on the results that I get, on the responses that I have, then I'll let you know what happens. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe and stay proactive.